Good morning, everybody. November Charlie 4 X-Ray Lima, NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers. Oh, I'm not. Doing a video here from the house, so my kids, that's my cats, will probably keep me a little busy while I do this, but I wanted to share some things um, on band chasers. This is for you hunters. This is really for you hunters, but for you, it affects the activators tremendously. So what I'm going to share is this. Band propagation right now is on the upswing for the upper bands. As a hunter, if you will go to many different bands and take the time to hunt them, you're going to get some of those additional parks that you don't normally hear because of how propagation works. But at the same time, the activators get some better opportunities, let's say, instead of staying on 20 and 40. 20 and 40, yes, that's the gold mine. That's where everybody wants to go. And when you're, as an activator, when you're trying to get all the biggest numbers you can, you go where you stay the busiest. Well, that's not always necessarily true. If you go and you spot as an activator that you're on 17 meters, that you're on 15 meters, 12 meters, 10 meters, or if you have the capabilities as an activator 75 meters, okay, you're going to, as an activator, increase your numbers. Or as a hunter, you're going to increase the opportunity for operator to operator contacts as a hunter. And you get a closeness with these activators because you're starting to share to them that you enjoy their time out in the field. One without the other is not going to work. I don't care who we are or how we work. One without the other is not going to work. It takes all of us working each other to make it happen. For you activators that are listening, 10 meters, 12 meters, most activators won't go to because they either don't have the antenna for it, because they're running sticks or ham sticks, or they're running a Wolf River coil and they don't want to take the time to tune it. I'm not an advocate on tuners. I run resident antennas, period. But there's some other means that you can put it in tune and tune it, and it makes the radio happy with the impedance. Band chasers. There really should be, in my opinion, another, oh yeah, we don't need another award, I know. Another award for those hunters who work stations on multiple bands. I'll share this with you. I've worked Italy on 4 bands, park to park. I've worked England on 4 bands. I've worked France on 5 bands. I've worked Canada numerous times, 3, 4, 5 bands. I've worked California on 5 bands. And I don't want to leave any state out, but as an activator, if I didn't go to those other bands, I lose the contacts. The contacts to me are important for me, myself, and I. That's not for anybody else. It's not a race. It's something that I want to do. As a hunter, I have ham alerts set up for activators that are always active. There's a lot of new folks that'll come. Maybe 1 or 2% will activate a couple times, and then you don't hear them no more. Life gets in the way. Their jobs get in the way. The interest goes away. It does happen. Band chasers. We need each other. For myself, for some of you that may have already received them, I send out a special card made strictly for band chasers. Okay? I don't have to. I want to. I can't thank the hunters enough for going to different antenna systems within their own residence. I can't thank them enough, so I'll send them a card. Because the verbal thanks over the air is a short-lived, it's a meaningful one. But I also try to send a paper card, not a digital one, a paper card, to thank them, because that's you folks on the other side of this video, got me, myself, and I, all 3 of us, where we're at. With my park-to-park count, with my early activator count, with my multiple bands. Like I said, there's nothing special from POTA on multiple band operations, but you're important as a hunter. You may go to the other bands and barely hear them. Many times Stevie will tell you, or Nicola in Italy will tell you, I'm right at the edge of the noise, but I'm there. Carlos will tell you, I'm right at the edge of the noise, but he hears because he knows what he's listening for. Gene in France, awesome set of ears. He's got a set of ears that's just out of this world. And he will go to any extreme that he physically can to make the contact with you. Those are just a few. And we have many Canadian folks that they will follow you if you as an activator will go to other bands. Speaking about the activator in this video, and then I'll shut up. The opportunities for you now are much greater today, this month, than it will be in 4 months, 5 months from now. Or a year from now, it's going to be a little tougher on the upper bands. So then what happens is we'll get stuck in the routine of staying on 20 and 40. For you activators, depending on what part of the country you're in, follow your gray line. But also start on the band that is open for you. I started on 10 meters at 1100 UTC. Now, what worked was the spotting page, and people had me on ham alert, and I went, and I tried. That's all you have to do is go try. Don't make a race with yourself. If you're going to go to the upper bands, give yourself 5-10 minutes on that band before you decide to say, there ain't nothing here, I ain't staying. The challenge then becomes with self, and propagation is nothing that we can control, we only get to play with. When I have DX entities across the pond that are in parks, and I'm at the house, I'll set the radio on that frequency. I'll hear people working them, but I won't hear them. And then all of a sudden, as KN8 Papa Papa Yankee will tell you, the band opens up, there's a window of opportunity, and jump on it. And I brought up a gentleman's call sign, that's Pete. He works me QRP. I have over 400 plus contacts with him, QRP. As an activator, I know his voice, but I also know that he knows when to listen for me at the end of a QRZ, or when I post last call. He'll know it's time to go instead of waiting a length of time, but he'll know it's time to go too. See if he can catch me. Thanks again. Band Chasers, you are phenomenal. Band Chasers, you make us activators grow. If we went to the bands and you didn't show up, then I could see why we would be frustrated, but it's all because of you. And activators, if you'll go to other bands beside 20 and 40, give it a shot. You might be surprised. Look at the spotting page before you change bands to see if there's other activity, and I'll say this for 10 or 12 meters. If you start seeing other people there, or you start seeing DX stations there, you may want to go play in the neighborhood. Don't look for a numbers activation at that point. In other words, erasing yourself to see if you can get your best day. But go see if you can play. And especially the park to parks, they'll love you. If you get overseas, park to park, always go to that spotting page and thank them for their park. Put your 2 parks or 3 parks or 1 park in, and let them know you appreciate them and help them too. 73's November, Charlie 4, X-Ray Lima, NC4XL, North Carolina for Extreme Lovers. We thank you for your time. I hopefully have left a seed or two for other folks to go to other bands, whether you're an activator or a hunter. 73s to my Italiano friends. Ciao, ciao.